Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour. Welcome back to another 1v1 pro match. Today we're on a map called Farmlands of the Fallen. Very popular map over the years. Down in the south position, we have the green USA Laser. This is GC Tumstep. And facing him today, all the way up in the top right side, we have the China Vanilla in the purple. This is iWub Apex. So pretty much everyone would be picking the USA Laser here as the more advantageous general, or the more OP general. However, we have seen China win a lot on this map, usually by going for a big oil capture, because there's 4 oils on this map. You've got 1, you've got 2, you've got 3, and 4. You can send the red guards there quite early on, make a Gatlix, and then use the Gatlix to chase the occasional V that would be trying to deny the oils. That's typically what we see, but we're seeing something a little bit different here from Apex. He's actually gone for 1 war factory and 1 airfield on the 2 supplies. And you have Tumstep going for the double war factory. I think he's probably queued up the upgrade for the tow missile already, so he's going to be going for the empty tow V spam. It's pretty difficult composition, or not even composition, is it? It's just a pretty difficult unit to stop en masse for the China generally. It is a Helix out. First V is out too. As soon as you get like 3 or 4 and then you get the drone on top of it, it's so hard to engage. Like the GAT will naturally try to shoot the drone on top most of the time. You have to manually click each V, whereas the Vs can just kind of attack move and then just wreck them, especially when you get in a search and destroy later on. It's just such a unstoppable force. But saying that, Tumstep has completely missed this GAT that's sneaking in, and the Gatlix coming in is only met here by 2 Vs. Now, does that Gatlix want to turn around and fight this? Because 2 Vs you probably could fight, but he's just running away at the minute. So this is probably considered to be a very, very poor Helix, because that's a very expensive unit that's just running away. However, it has brought Tumstep out of position. He did keep the Helix alive. And with that GAT, he's taken out 2 Chinooks. So straight away there, Tumstep's economy is hit. Tumstep has expanded already to another supply, a 3rd. Needs to get those Chinooks back, all important Chinooks on that position. Random V going to be sent through the middle. Yeah, you could either be making loaded Vs or empty tow Vs like this. Both of them would be a good thing for the laser. I think the Vs and the MDs combo is more common, but double war factory on a larger map like this is seen occasionally too. So 4 Chinooks out for Tumstep. 3 supplies. He's just kind of amassing his Vs. He's started off there with quite a bad start. Losing 2 Chinooks very early on to the first GAT is probably the kind of advantage that China needs. I want to give a mention to Apex as well lately. He looks like he's spamming quite a lot in the 1v1 domain. I think he's even started a YouTube channel, and even as of today, when I'm recording this on the 13th of June, he was streaming some of his point of view. So I think he's taking 1v1 a lot more seriously. That Lix is back over here. It's still not fully rehealed. Loads of Vs now moving in for Tumstep, but there's loads of GATs here too. The GATs will probably pick off some of them, but I think the Vs overall would win that. This oil capture will be denied. Fire base established for Tumstep. No search and destroy just yet for Tumstep. And right now he's just amassing a absolute ton of Vs. First bunker is dropped down for Apex. He also could be capturing that oil. Helix still floating around us in the top left position. Helix not really going to be getting a lot done. In hindsight, should it have engaged those 2 Vs earlier on and sacrificed itself, or maybe even killed 2 Vs and still got out? A lot of gas now coming in. The drones are taking the damage to start off with. But here's where the GATs will now be targeting the the drones when actually they need to be targeting the Vs. It's a very, very OP strat, the old V spam. But there's another sneaky gat here and another kill probably on this Chinook, and that's what you need to be doing. Yeah, very well played. 1.5 Chinooks dead. MiGs are now out. Helix is still circling there at the back, but the Gats are struggling on the ground. But the Gats aren't meant to win, really. They're meant to distract the fire, keep the Vs busy, and then for the air units to come in and do the damage. So in this case, the MiGs. If he gets one ECM in there, it could be quite handy as well. I don't know if he's even on a prop yet. He's probably just sticking with the old MiGs. Needs to get a dozer over to the left-hand side, Apex, and expand. Tumstep going to lose 1V. It's going pretty well for Apex, all things considered. Considering you would prefer the laser a lot. Yeah, that lick's not really doing a lot all game, apart from pulling the Vs out of position in the beginning. I definitely think, considering it's got basically no damage done at all, I think killing them first 2 Vs in the beginning would have been good. Better to kill 2 Vs than kill 0, isn't it? Okay, sneaky V around the side is empty, but it will get deleted by the MiGs. Yeah, I think Tumstep here feels probably a little bit stunned in how difficult this is, because he is contained in his like quadrant of the map, which is the bottom left position, whereas Apex has now expanded. He's got himself quite a lot of Gats out, supported by the MiGs, although they probably could do with being a few more MiGs. This oil is going to try to be captured. Apex is on 2 oils so far. Another Gat coming in. Maybe Tumstep just wants to put 1 MD inside of that building, or even 2. Would help a lot against these Gats. Tumstep also wants to think about getting Search and Destroy, because the V's 20% extra range do become a lot more powerful. Dozer does not get denied. This position here by Apex, you need to be selling this really, because you don't want to give these Vs XP, because so far they're about as weak as they're going to be. No Search and Destroy, no veterancy, but you start giving him some kills, and all of a sudden, wow, this is a nice MiG strike, picking off several Vs, and actually keeps the buildings alive. So kind of eating my words there, he's keeping it alive. Nice support coming in with the Gats there and coming in with the MiGs at the same time. Very nice. Another sneaky Gat. Worth a try to get in there. Did get denied, but it is worth a try. Sending the occasional Gat in. Even if you just forget about it, if it ends up killing a few Chinooks, it might help you massively in terms of winning the game. Gat's getting a nice line here. Apex on 3,500. He does have the chain guns as well. MiGs coming in too, at the same time as the Gats. Very, very nicely played there by Apex. Although the MiGs need to go home. Doesn't lose any MiGs there in the end. Does wipe out. Look how many vehicles are lost there for Tumstep. I mean, he loses 1 MiG there in the end. Probably that last hit was not needed, because he'd already done all the damage. Just send them all back. The thing you've got to be careful of now, I don't know if Tumstep's going to do it, but you've got to be careful of a A10 and also a Colonel Burton. Because a Colonel Burton, even after you do such a massive strike, if you've got a Colonel Burton back at base, and it kills all of your MiGs, then suddenly it's not that great of an engagement, because you just lost all your MiGs for it. So yeah, you got to be massively careful for that. Saying that though, I haven't seen any strategy center. Did the artillery there injure the carpet? It looked like it. There's the strat, but it's not got S&D set. Tumstep needs to set that. He has expanded down to the bottom right. Yeah, there's the Colonel Burton, but the way you want to protect that is by having a random outpost dotted around, an outpost and a Gat protecting, like having it there and having it there, for example, and this Burton wouldn't be able to get in. But that Burton at the minute looks like it might be able to kill some MiGs. There's no mines either, so it's totally no protection. If you watch players like Excal, he will always, at this stage in the game, know that there could be a Colonel Burton and always have an outpost and a Gat ready for it. Got to assume the enemy player is going to play perfect, and a perfect player would be sending that Colonel Burton in. It's one of the main ways of getting the MiGs out of play, as well as that A10, but the A10 got shot down, we saw. Nice Cats here. He's always finding his way in, isn't he, with these Gats, Apex. He's definitely giving Tumstep a run for his money here. TNT comes in on the War Factory. Is a timed charge, so that will go down. I don't think Apex has heard about it. He sold it. It's the only way of stopping the bomb going off. But the thing is that Burton's give up the element of surprise now. What a MiG strike. Maybe all of them on too many MiGs there, but in the end, he has killed a ton. I think he lost maybe one MiG. Yeah, Colonel Burton here should be shooting the MiGs. Because you get the XP for each MiG kill. And also that bomb has no guarantee it's going to go off before they all take off. So yeah, this Colonel Burton is massive. There's another 2 war factories here, though, so it's highly likely one of these should be an outpost. You see this? See the Burton, how much damage that has done? Just from having an outpost and a GAT earlier on, all of this would be stopped. Because it's now not looking so great for Apex after he's just lost all of that stuff. A war factory, an airfield with 3 MiGs, and another 3 MiGs there. That Burton, no wonder he's vet 3. Could also go inside of this building and be causing even more devastation. He probably would have took out that outpost when it tried to exit the building. But more GATs coming in from the side here from Apex. Again, if you're going to lose buildings or something, just sell it. Don't give the enemy XP. Because that's how he got A10 so quick, is by killing units and stuff. Don't know if he killed any buildings. It's probably more the GAT engagement. The Colonel Burton has not been found. Although he is on the mines now. I don't know if that's now like that film. Is there a film called Mine? Or what's that film called? I think it is literally called Mine. Where it's like I think it's a British soldier. He's like in Afghanistan or something. And he steps on a landmine. Do you know the film? I actually haven't seen the film. Because I actually think the plot sounds boring. It's just the guy on a mine the whole time. I'm sure it's decent. But yeah, there is a film. I'm pretty sure it's called Mine. And spoiler alert, in the end, he dies. Tumstep's just ruined it for us. But yeah, that's got to be one of the worst things in the entire world. Is it the worst way to die? Stepping on a landmine? I don't know. Stepping on a landmine, being in the desert totally by yourself. Okay, MiG's coming in. Don't know how that gas survived with the laser tank still been there. Maybe it's something to do with the sandbags. There's so many GATs out there for Apex. He's got outposts here too. MiG's coming in, taking out more laser tanks. Beautiful fight going on here. But Tumstep is feeling the pressure. Look at the cash there for Apex. Yeah, what a lot of top players do is as soon as that Burton's dead, remake it and send it back in. Whoa, look at this A10 strike. So many GATs there going down. So painful. I mean, that was painful, but also all of them Vs going down there earlier from the MiGs were painful too. So a lot of devastation here. But yeah, that Colonel Burton, I would like to see it out straight. He's still not set S&D, Tumstep. So I think Tumstep's just feeling off a little bit. It's not set S&D. Sometimes you think you've clicked it, but you've actually not. You can realize way later. But it would be helping in this engagement an absolute ton. Laser tanks continue to push forward. He does have the advanced training. I can never fully work out if he's got the composite armor or not. It doesn't look that much different whether you've got it or not. Some random MiGs coming in, picking off some laser tanks. You know what might be good is a bunkerlix like around the back, maybe on the strat. I mean, the strat hasn't been set, so maybe just don't disturb it. Power gets taken out. Oh, that's good timing because all the laser tanks now have gone offline and they're in the fire now from the black napalm mix. Tumstep's going to kick himself when he realizes he hasn't got Search and Destroy set. Tumstep just going back a little bit now. There's a EMP comes in. Only disables one laser tank, though. Mine drop coming in as well. It's kind of an annoying position for Tumstep. I mean, he doesn't have to step on it, but if he doesn't beacon that and forgets about it, he could end up stepping on it a little bit later. Yeah, overall, it is very difficult for the China to win here, so I think Apex is doing phenomenally. There is a Colonel Burton coming in now. This area, you could, yeah, send your Chinooks over there. So Tumstep's thinking exactly the same as me. Go and collect from all of this. Does he have a supply lines upgrade? Yeah, he does. So he's getting 10% extra from the oil, and he's getting 10% extra for free from all of the collections. You collect 600, but it drops off 660. It makes money from thin air. But of course, that upgrade costs you $800 in the first place. So you better make sure you've got enough to collect to make up for it. But even a small amount usually is good enough. There's a couple of Rangers in here that are doing damage to the trucks there in the middle. Colonel Burton is still looking for some action, but he is being chased currently by an outpost in the gap. I don't think he's going to be able to plant his bomb in time because he's very low as it is. He just needs poking in the toe, and he's probably dead. There we go. Gets poked. Now he is dead. So I'm still going to try and hold this position. I think having that building and this amount of Vs, laser tanks, is good enough to hold that. No Avengers. Here comes the carpet and the MiGs. MiGs coming in first. Gets a hit. All the MiGs surviving. Carpet coming in as well. I think the carpet should have been used dead center with the windmill. Some of these support powers for Apex just a little bit off. If you use it dead center with a windmill, at the very least, you will kill the windmill, which is a very big defensive position there, an annoying position that you don't really want to push into. And it's highly likely Tumstep's going to hang around that position as well. There's double A10 coming through the middle. It's a very close game, this. So the supply in the bunker is gone. Refinery there getting slowly killed by Apex. MiGs just circling around. It's got CCM outpost on the ground. MiGs circling. They are coming in now. What are they going to hit? They are going to go for the Vs. Those MiGs taking loads of damage because it's got some XP on there. Some veterancy. Some of them are vet too. Another laser tank there does go down. Pilot runs out into the next one just as it was intended in the original game. Gives a veterancy to the next unit. Tumstep continues to press. All of this is without S&D, by the way. Absolutely crazy. I mean, sometimes that does happen. The thing is, when you look at it as well, it looks like S&D could be set because it doesn't look that much different when it is set and when it isn't. What is that going to be? Leaflet, maybe? Does miss the target. It is quite a long map, diagonal to diagonal. Corner. From base to base. Yeah, the support power is not always able to hit exactly as you need. MiGs coming in. Not sure what's going on with this MiG. It's a nice Spectre. This is a beautiful game. What is that, though? Is that an EMP? I think it might be again. Is an EMP. It's going to disable... Oh, no, it's mines. He's surrounded him with the mines. Tumstep did not beacon this before, so he's now just driven into it. Oh, no. He's still going into it. Yeah, that doesn't happen in the film, I don't think. I mean, I haven't seen it, but that didn't happen on the trailer. Some guy didn't just randomly drive an entire army onto the mines, but he's a bit surrounded by the mines now, isn't he? So this is getting rather interesting. Don't think there's any more air units out. We just heard the cash hack come in on one of the supplies. This belongs to Apex. I'd be getting these pilots and putting them in the Vs. Don't know quite what he's waiting for with the pilots. He's probably waiting for the laser tanks. There's another Colonel Burton coming in again. This is the third one in 20 minutes. Probably could have been a little bit more. Could have been like fourth or fifth one. He's always coming in from this side. I mean, with the support powers, who do you give the favor to? I'd probably be feeling my chances as a laser here. S&D has finally been set. So Tumstep has realized the error of his ways. Here comes an artillery. I don't think that's level 3 artillery. It's level 1 or 2. I think 2. Ooh, he's chosen to kill the supply. Okay. He's not chosen to kill the search. Right, okay. Interesting decision. 200 Rangers capturing the oil back. It doesn't capture it any faster, by the way. It does look cool, though, when you've got all these American flags trying to capture it. Here comes the carpet, though. Oh, the poor Rangers, man. They just completed their mission and straight away bombed by the Chinese carpet bomber. So the game is slowed down a bit now. We've got Colonel Burton just chilling in the back. And then over to the middle. We have GATS, ECM, outposts, artillery platforms as well belonging to Apex. Tumstep has his too as well. That's why it's a bit of a standoff here in the middle, just kind of hanging around the artillery platforms. So you got to think about the support powers. You've got double A10, which could wreck that whole army really with the ECMs there. It will spread the missiles out, cause immense damage. Tumstep now can't drop off any of those supplies. But, I mean, it is pretty mined out anyway. I suppose there is the supply. Colonel Burton is Vet 2. He's killed a prop there in the back. Yeah, it's one big thing for Apex. He always needs an outpost and a GAT. Always. One on the right, one on the left side of the base. Because you definitely can afford it, because it would have saved you all the damage earlier on from the Burton earlier on. Just even from that very first Burton. If you think about how much, if you rewind it and see how much value that first Burton got, just one a GAT and outpost, he'd be in a massively winning position now just from stopping those Burtons. Because it can seem like, oh, I can't afford it right now, I just won't do it. But then the Burton ends up causing more damage than actually it would have cost to defend it. Tumstep sold his war factory and remade his supply. Now he's remaking his war factory. Slowly collecting from the middle. Apex definitely needs to stop that. There's no reason why he shouldn't have been stopping it anyway. Is that another mine drop? EMP misses the target, though. Vector gunship on the back supply there of Apex. Just picking off some last buildings. This is going insanely close. Another mine drops. You've got a few mines there, loads of mines there, and more mines here. But Tumstep bringing a dozer straight away. That's the problem. If you do it too deep into the enemy base, then the dozer can just clear it. If you just put clear mines now, that should clear it all. Cash hack comes in again. Ironically, he wouldn't have been able to cash hack because he killed the Tumstep supply, but Tumstep sold part of his base to remake it. Carpet bomb misses the target. Leaflet drop hits some of the army. Is Apex going to be able to win this? It's not looking good for his army currently, is it? Or maybe it is. He's got tank hunters in here too. This is insanely close. But maybe, just maybe, Tumstep has clutched it here. I think he has. And I think that one change from Apex, if it had protected against that Burton with an outpost and a GAT, just that one little thing, you're seeing how close it is here, that would scale up, and I swear Apex would be winning this. But right now, it looks like he can no longer win. Yeah, some of these support powers maybe fired a little bit too prematurely. Maybe you could predict a little bit better where the enemy's going to be. Apex was actually the one that sent me this replay, so I thought he was actually going to win. So I'm actually pleasantly surprised that he didn't. Because too many times people send me a replay and I know who's going to win because they want to just show off on the channel and stuff. So I was actually pleasantly surprised that in the end it was a hard-fought battle, but Apex didn't quite win. But I think, yeah, I swear, if he just got an outpost and a GAT on each side of his base and protected against those burns, I think he would have won that. Maybe, yeah, just that and maybe a few better support power placements. And I think he would have won it. I think he did really, really well with the weaker army. Tumstep is a beast of a player, probably like top 3 player. And Apex has been spamming hard and gave Tumstep a real good run for his money. Okay, so that's been Farmlands The Fallen, China against Laser. Really epic game between Apex and Tumstep. GG. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.